Tesla are growing phenomenally.
Yes, that's very true. It is becoming more of an energy company. They are now making solar panels that they will give to you for free. Well, not exactly for free, but you have to pay a monthly rent after they have deducted the electricity that goes in the grid. Because they will generate electricity, put it in a battery from the roof tiles. Each roof tile is made to look like a solar panel. Of course, it is a solar panel, but enhanced. And that means that instead of you putting tiles on top of the roof, you put solar panels, and they catch that energy, store it in a battery, which can hold so much power to send back to the grid. And then you either can get paid or you're going to pay a little bit.
Okay.
As time goes on, you'll be paying a fee to them, and then you keep yours. So it's sort of a nice profit sharing. And they do what is called energy trading by using a system called auto bidder, which is auto semi-intelligent, which they are working on the artificial intelligence these days to work on energy tax credits and sure calculate who's got the better carbon footprint throughout the world. It's going to change the way people really use energy. So that's what I like about Tesla. And they are looking for centers throughout the world where they are able to establish maybe a pilot program of 50,000 homes. They install satellite, they put the power system, they allow people to experiment. And Swaziland is such a beautiful place that, we could even teach, say, hey, maybe let's try to introduce this to Swaziland. But there's always a way to reach them. I have ways to reach them. Nobody's unreachable. He's from South Africa, by the way. So,
South Africa is many complications. Just investigate for Swaziland.
No, I'm saying he's from South Africa himself. He found out.
Yeah, I know that he's originally from South Africa.
Right.
But try and investigate this. My son keeps talking. He reads about this guy in the company running kind like us.
Right. It is amazing. We have such brilliant minds in Africa. And he's definitely the Iron Man now. Can you imagine he grew up in South Africa? He's not quite, he's about maybe 49 years old. Pretty young.
Well, the first heart transplant was done by an African from South Africa.
Right. Well, the Americans, when they talk, they don't even mention where he came from now. He is all American.
No, but we know it was done in
when you
South Africa.
Yeah, when you succeed, they claim you. But if you do something, then they'll be saying, oh, Divine Mapai from Zimbabwe has been living here in America for over 20 years, But if you start Tesla, they'll say, an American company, Tesla, founded in America by Elon Musk. It's exciting the way the media describes ownership here as well. We're proud of it anyway.
No, send me more information about what we are doing.
All right, that would be wonderful.
Especially the of market and Bitcoin rather too.
Right. I mean, are you if you invest in some of the programs I have, there's potential to make a lot of money, but there's also potential to lose.
Okay.
But you are going to be on the winning side more than the losing side, because what I've always often noticed is if you are patient, you never lose. But if you're too patient, again, you can lose. It means probably you never lose. You're just having to wait a little bit longer. The people who waited going to come back after they didn't sell the last bull run. And they never changed their position. Then you have to look at a guy like the Omaha gentleman who started this big investment company, Warren Buffett, and he kept the stock for Coca-Cola for 50 years before he sold it back to the market for a large amount of profit. So that's patient. So it's how much are you willing to spend, how much can you lose, and how long are you willing to wait? And those are part of the strategies. But sometimes you might not know at all because we are not taught these things in school about how to invest and how, because we are always thinking it's gambling. And so we don't get enough time to understand it. So what then depends on basically how much risky are you willing to take and how much time do you allocate yourself to work in your life, as you create your world. So if you're younger, obviously you take bigger risk. If you're in your 40s, moderate risk. 50s, careful, calculated risk, but focused risk, because you might be behind in accumulating a wealth, so you might have to really focus. What I call the nuclear concentration. That's what I usually concentrate on. I do the nuclear concentration. I'm always looking for the highest reward investment and the highest where I'm looking for stocks that run 4,000%, 3,000%, 200%. And
send me this information, my brother. I've invested in Bitcoin. I've had my share of failures. I'm looking for someone who can hold my hand one more time.
Okay. Right. Sure, we can do that, definitely. We have you invested in Blockcoin yet? Have you bought any of those shares?
No, I'll tell him about it, and that's why I was calling to get the Swazi in this community of progress, because we have the technology to be connected, and yet we are doing nothing in terms of harnessing our connections to produce better results or knowledge.
Right.
Because when it's one-on-one, it's very expensive. But when it's a group of people, if we are 20 people, even 30 people, then it makes more meaning, because then you can invest the cost becomes cheaper and the knowledge becomes democratized.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like Larry, he introduced Larry, the guy we were with yesterday, with Yashika.
Yes.
Yeah, the radio guy.
The radio guy, yeah.
Right.
So I was asking him about education, and what you are giving now is education, but it's not taught in school.
Right.
It's the honorable son who is talking about Tesla, but in Eswatini he may talk to himself. If he said Elon Musk, they say, who is that? What Musk are you talking about?
Right.
And people, so people are stuck to their own ways in this digital environment.
Right.
I would like to connect with this young man on WhatsApp. Then I can get my son and then see what can come out of it.
Yeah, I think we can also have your son as part of this community, because what we're trying to do is to have connected people in one platform. We call it C2C, converting connections to communities. Like your son becomes part of the community.
Okay.
And he can have a lot of legs and a lot of eyes and cross borders without crossing. So we now have digital passports, so we don't have to leave our screen.
Yeah, I just had a Zoom meeting with a guy in the US, another in town.
That's right.
It's amazing. We don't have to be flying.
You don't have to be flying. You see, that's what we need to be able to share. So he's already part of the community divine. So your son can also be part. You are part, so that at least we have a platform where we know things are done. You may think that connecting, some people are afraid to pick up the phone, and they may spend the whole lifetime saying, "I'm going to call tomorrow."
Did you manage to help my son, Larry, on the progress?
Yeah, that's what I said to him. I said, let's look at also mobilizing people to be financially literate. Use radio as an accelerator. Otherwise, we'll be on radio. Hello? He's gone. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so I think he's gone.